Greetings, what's going on? Peace, sentient beings. I just made a 3-hour video. It was amazing. I'm so grateful I did. I'm very happy. And then I went to go warm up some food, and then this Pisces moon energy showed up even more so at my house. Yeah, it showed. I would say it knocked on the door, but it didn't. It knocked on the window to make me come outside. Than just to be like, oh no, we're just banging on the stuff over here. You know, because I heard you pull up, but you got out the car, slamming doors, mad loud and shit. And then you're talking all loud. You want to make it known that you're here. All right, cool. I see you. I happen to go in my room at some point to charge my phone. So like I was squatting down. And then I notice movement. I look up at somebody, and I can hear him talking as he's walking by. I know it's the people who just came by, the head maintenance guy, and the person he brought with him as a worker. And I see him go by. I see him looking in the window as he's talking. He goes by, looking at the window the whole time. Comes right back. So he goes over here and says a comment like, oh yeah, no, I don't see any pain or some stupid shit. And then comes right back still looking. And I'm just like, right there, but on the other side of the bed was squatted down so he can't see that I can see him. Looking through the window like this. And like that. Claiming that you're looking for something else over there. Right. So then, it's like you want your voice to be known, your essence to be known like you're out here. But there is a door that no one knocked on, right? There are phone numbers, there are emails, there are all of those things. But that's not how deceptive energy works. Nuh-uh. Well, I wore this shirt yesterday. Very nice. I do overcoming my battle with a narcissistic Pisces ass and spiritual warfare ass motherfucker. So yay. Surviving domestic violence. And I made videos about domestic violence. You can check it out. But yeah, I just made a video and it was great. But I was just after they left, because like we ended up communicating because I went out there because that's why they came. Because the whole thing is, well, what exactly are you here for? Let's stop and think about it after the fact, right? I'm minding my own business, trying to get some things together afterwards, and I'm like, none of that makes sense. Like I'm going to get the laundry out, the dryer, I just want to Z, and I'm like, and I just start peeping all this shit like that don't make sense. Like the fact that the last things that he's saying is like, oh well, we got a guy coming by tomorrow, so yeah, I'll have them look at the lights. And in my mind, I'm like, mind you, this is afterwards, after they left, that I realized it. I'm like, wait a second. And Ian, when he said, all right, so boom, I peeped that you saying there's a guy coming tomorrow to look at the lights, like, but you're the head maintenance guy. And then you have a worker with you. Part 1. Right now. Part 2. You just came inside upon me going outside, upon you knocking on the window, and I come outside like, oh, hey there. He's standing directly diagonal to the door when I open it, because you know I'm going to come outside, because that's what you wanted. You just didn't want to come knock on the door. So you knock on the window with a tool or some shit, because there's something over there to fix. Or you had your worker do it. Where I can't see them, but I can hear them, and you're standing right here waiting for me to open the door and see you. So that's what happened when I opened the door. You're right there. Ooh, surprise. You're right there. We're making eye contact. I'm like, I'm out the door. So then, and at first it was like a light knock, and then it was a knock, 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 loud. So it sounded like a door. It was like you knocking the wood and then the glass or something. It sounded like a knock on a door, and then and I was walking towards it, coming from the back from the kitchen with my food in my hand. Like, oh, somebody's at the door. And then before I even got there, all of a sudden it was really loud on the window. So they literally knocked on the wood or a side of the house, or the wood part on the window, knocked on the side of the house and then knock on the window. I know I heard somebody knock on glass, so I'm like thinking someone's at my front door and just knock on the door and then knock on the glass next to it. No. But somebody did knock on glass. You're not fixing shit. You're just pretending to. Because that doesn't even make sense. Then there's more to it. Once I come out, boom, I see him exactly. The head maintenance guy, while the other one was over there in the cut, fake knocking on shit. Or fake fixing shit, rather. to make me come out, because I'm in the kitchen eating, preparing warming food up, and then that's when I heard the knock, and I was finished with everything, so I just came out with my food anyways. Came out in my little Tupperware, ready to sit down and eat, and yeah, then, and as like I said, as I was walking, it was a knock, sounded like it was on the door, and then immediately after that, 2 steps later, it's really loud knock, and it's on glass. So there's nothing that was accidental about it. It was all very particular and thought out in some regard. But it was all deceptive as well, and that's the point of me making this video after I just made a 3-hour video. So I'm grateful I had the opportunity to make, and I really enjoyed that. Sharing my energy and putting it out in a way that helps nourish others, heals others, empowers others, assists others, supports others, loves others, and teaches them how to do all that to themselves and to others. So, all that universal oneness energy. Because I feel so goddamn good about myself. It's like, well, just be yourself and follow your life path and put this energy out. Put it out. That's what I'm doing. And I had an amazing time doing that yesterday. I was like, once I realized that all this, that the head maintenance guy showing up was like a whole deceptive ass, Moon and Pisces ass situation, I was like, is this because I had so much fun yesterday? I was like, oh my goodness, I was outside for like hours on the lawn, stretching, doing the energy readings, and then the chakra healing. I was playing with the crystals, and then I did yoga too. So I was out there at different points of time, in and out, in and out. It was hot. I just spent mad time outside and enjoying that. And I'll be doing much more of that. It's summertime. You already know. But yes, back to this deception. He's like, well, yeah, so we got a guy coming tomorrow. So I'll have him look at it. Never ended up saying what the guy was coming for, right? Or who he was. And it's like, why would there be a guy coming if you're the head maintenance guy and you work right here? Why is there a guy coming tomorrow? Part 1. Part 2, you just came inside, went downstairs and looked at the breaker. That's where I told you about the lights. 3 different lights, set the lights are out, confirmation in the house. One of them has never worked since I moved in 2 years ago. So it's never worked. It was like, oh, it's going to get fixed. And I never really worried about it. This is a long ass hallway. And the one set of lights has never worked. The second set of lights, second hallway, those recently went out. So I didn't say anything. The bathroom lights, those went out, and they're like, the bathroom lights are special lights. The lights in the hallways, they're up like really tall, and then they're like in the ceiling. So they're like they might be special light bulbs too. I don't know. I have plenty of regular light bulbs. So then that was funny because like I'm talking to him about the lights. I'm like, well, remember last time you were here, the bathroom ones have went out, and you saw them, but they're still out. I said, and the ones in the hallway have went out since then too. So I'm already explaining, and I said, and the first set, they never worked since I got here. So that's clearly 3 different times. He knows that. He's the same head maintenance guy that's always been. He's like, well, I'll go check the breaker. It's like, but it didn't happen all the time. He goes downstairs, comes back up. It's like, well, did it happen all at the same time? Is the first thing he says. I'm like, no. Remember the first thing I said was this set of lights has never worked. And the bathroom one, he's like, yeah, well, just cuts me off. I let him talk. So remember I said, the bathroom light is not that you were aware of that last time. He pretends I didn't say anything. He's like, yeah, but we don't fix light bulbs. We don't change lights. Like he's like, you have to buy your own light bulbs. He doesn't do that. We don't change lights. We don't even change lights. Like, I'm not asking you to buy light bulbs. I just told you I would go get I have the light bulbs in my hand that are special for the bathroom that have always been here. It's like, if you're gonna help me, that's cool. I don't mind. But if it's like, you know what, you're right. I could do it. No, you don't have to. I could do it. So as he's pulling it down, checking it, and doing shit, and I just gave him 2 brand new light bulbs to go into the 2 lights that are working in the bathroom. And he's sitting here telling me, and he's playing with it. Then he goes outside to the truck, comes back in, says something like, well, we don't change them anyways, and you got to buy your own light bulbs. Like, I just gave you. I'm not asking you to buy light bulbs. I never said that. I, in fact, handed you some light bulbs. And I'm like, no, I know that. that's cool. I don't need to buy anything. It's just if you're able to fix it, like reach it with the one with the ladder in the hallway. He's like, oh yeah, I can come by. Yeah, I can do that. Like you have a ladder in your truck right now, and I have light bulbs right now. So it's fake ass helping, right? You're saying one thing but doing another. It's that Pisces shit. And the whole thing at the end was, oh, I'm gonna have a guy. We're having a guy was coming by tomorrow anyway, so we'll just have him come in to handle the lights too. But that doesn't make any sense. When you are maintenance, you're head of maintenance, and you have a guy with you. What kind of guy is coming tomorrow to fix something that you couldn't fix today? Ian just told me that you don't fix. But it's not really about light bulbs. Now, is it? You don't have a different person on the maintenance. Any other time they told me that somebody was coming, they always let me know what they were coming for. Yeah, they let you know a day ahead of time. My landlord's been amazing, and I believe he's a Christian man. He's been amazing, you know, because I could tell from any interactions we've had, email or on the phone. So I just really appreciate him. And then you could tell when they have workers come, regular timing to shovel and mow the lawn, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he has multiple properties and he's organized with it. All of that. The maintenance guy acts like a jerk because he wants to at times, and lots of times he doesn't listen. He just he'll just talk right over you, and it's like that's why you keep like this always happens. It's always a communication thing with his ass. It's like if I literally just said one thing, and now your comment that you're making lets me know you didn't hear anything I just said. That Pisces energy, I don't know. Oh, I do know. Not what that is. Alright, I wrote some notes down. Deception showed up at my door. Alright, and then when I was looking for this notebook so I can write this down real quick, these little notes I wouldn't be sidetracked and this wouldn't be crazy long. I heard the ding, confirmation, found the book, heard another ding. I'm writing the sentence, still dinging, it was 1 o'clock. Pulling up all loud as usual. Okay, they walked by, right, I showed you this and that, the one guy, there was the fake knocking, I told you about that. Oh, right, and then once I came outside, alright, and I told you dude was right there waiting, the head maintenance guy, while the other guy was on the cut, fake knocking, fake fix shit. There was no more knocking after that. No more, nothing needed to be fixed. No more tools were out. Nobody was doing anything else after that. I peeped that as well. As I'm like thinking about this, I'm like, wait a second. Oh yeah, and after I came out, there was no more work needed to be done. I didn't hear no more knocking at all after that. Oh, so that is exactly what that was. Like I just told you. You could tell by the nature of the knock. This is like how I said I could tell when my daughter does things and it's like intentional or it's a lie, and it's like because there's certain things that just don't add up. It don't make sense. So I sit there like, well, wait, how did this get here? Like this isn't an accident. In fact, it's a setup. What the F? Versus just coming forward or whatever. So basically, you wanted me to come outside instead of just knocking, so you could say that there's some guy coming by tomorrow. Because when you came in my house, it's because I asked you to help with the lights, but you didn't really help. You just talked shit and didn't help at all. You talked shit and didn't listen, you know. Because I'm like, I need a ladder. That's it. He told me he doesn't buy light bulbs, so you're gonna have to do that. He said that in the house, and then when he went outside, he said that too. Like, so he could say it in front of his worker or whatever. And so I was like, I get it, sir. I'm not asking you for light bulbs. I have plenty of light bulbs. That's what I was saying. I said,